Hi and welcome back to Joe Talks Cars and welcome to the Festival of Speed 2023. This is actually day 2. I came yesterday and the weather was a lot better, but with the weather being as it is, it's a little bit quieter, so I thought I'd take you for a walk round, show you the best bits of the Goodwood Festival of Speed 2023. So when you walk up here, the first thing you're greeted with is this amazing, you can probably hear the cars in the background, the track is literally over there and it's live. Yeah, you're greeted with this amazing Porsche sculpture making the 911 look like a little toy. How cool is that? There's helicopter rides. I mean, I'm not sure what you'd see up there today, but yeah, there are helicopter rides. First thing you're greeted with is what they're calling the Electric Avenue. So a lot of you will be familiar on my channel that I'm a huge fan of electric cars. I'm not shy to say that. And this area is just fully dedicated to them. It's undercover, so let's have a wander around, see what's in Electric Avenue. Goodwood Festival of Speed is all about internal combustion, but you can't get away from the fact that electric cars are just simply taking over. So this whole section has got some really interesting cars. I've got the Ford Explorer, which is something I've not seen up close before. That's very, very cool. Lovely colour, and I quite like the futuristic design of that one. But yeah, I mean, these stands that the cars are in are pretty mental. They don't do things by halves here at Goodwood. Another car that's really caught my attention is this Maserati Grecale. So you'll have seen in a previous video I did drive one of these at the SMMT, drove the Trofeo. This being the electric is just a totally different prospect, but it looks really, really cool. I like the way they've kept it looking like a normal car. All the usual Maserati bits and pieces, but it's electric. I like that. Also, another car that really does appeal to me is the A110e. This obviously, the A110 is a direct rival to the Cayman. This being the electric one means that when this new Cayman comes out, this is essentially going to be its competitor. Very, very cool looking thing. I love the design tweaks that they've made to this, like getting rid of that rear screen, just leaving a little strip down the middle where you can see the battery pack. And yeah, keeping the design pretty much as you'd expect from an Alpine. Beautiful. And of course, driven the petrol variant of one of these and loved it. Yeah, that's more or less Electric Avenue. Just a quick walk round, show you some of the highlights because there's such a lot to see and do here. But yeah, that's Electric Avenue. We're going to head out now and have a look at some of the main manufacturers which are just parked outside here. So this is the MG stands. MG are making waves at the moment in the industry. They're bringing out some really interesting cars, and the thing that you're probably all talking about and everyone's here to see is of course the Cyberster, I think it's pronounced. Really cool new electric car from MG. And of course another car that probably will end up rivaling the Cayman when that eventually decides to show its face. Really cool looking design, and yeah, it's going to be certainly going to be a rival to the Cayman when that eventually turns up, with it being the electric Cayman. Over on the far side there you can see all the Lamborghinis, essentially an off-roading Lamborghini if that's what you want. I really like it. We've seen some videos of it going up the hill and it sounds, of course, absolutely fabulous. And just with this raised ride height, it doesn't half look cool as well. Huge fan of that. All the stands are massive. And this is Polestar's. They've got another one on here. It's an electric concept car, but of course we want to have a look at this, a poke about. this is quite interesting. I feel that a lot of these manufacturers are now trying to take on the luxury sports car market. They're trying to make electric fun, and just look at that. If that isn't a 911 rival, I don't know what is. 4-seater sports car. The lovely clean lines that we've come to expect from Polestar. Yeah, that looks stunning. The thing is with electric cars is they are slowly trying to make them more interesting. I think the minute you rip the back seats of a car out and just create a 2-seater electric car, that's when things change for me, because that's at the point where electric cars become fun, something you don't need, but something you want. 2-seater cars are not bought by people who are being sensible or anything like that. They're literally bought for fun, and electric cars making 2-seater sports cars does make a lot of sense. Hyundai have got the most incredible display I've ever seen in my life. They've got essentially a massive building. You can go up on the roof. We watched the red arrows and people are stood up there watching them. Mini's very cool. Shout out to Mini. We won some merch from Mini at a competition they ran halfway through yesterday. That was really cool. My daughter won a t-shirt. And yeah, so Hyundai's stand, I've not looked around it actually, but this was a car they launched yesterday, so this is probably going to be quite an early video of this car. And this is the Ioniq 5N. And very, very cool. Obviously electric car, but again, on that theme of sports cars, it's right up there, isn't it? It's what they're doing. They're doing it right. Every stand's rammed. I'm not even going to go in there, if I'm being honest. Lotus have got quite a big presence here as well, and also these cars, Grenadier, don't know if you've heard of them, Ineos Grenadier, very, very cool cars. And if you've seen my previous videos on Defenders, you'll know I'm a huge fan of the Defender. These are essentially like a modern take on it, and just a really cool brand. And look at the stand, it's like you've been transported somewhere else. Very cool, very well thought out. They do. As of now, you can now buy the pickup truck, which we'll go and have a quick look at now. They've got what they're calling the Quartermaster. This is really cool. It looks like Defenders of old with the pickup. You don't see cars like this. This is what is so good about Goodwood. You get to see all these really unique cars up close. You can get in them as well. And yeah, it's a really amazing opportunity to come and have a look and see everything. I think this video is going to be mainly just trying to bring you along with me, trying to, show you lots of different clips, lots of B-roll, try and bring you along and make you feel like you're at Goodwood, because Goodwood is a crazy place. It's such an amazing place. I'm having the best time. It is literally mind-blowing. I cannot believe it. I mean, the track is literally just here. It's hard to find vantage points because everyone wants to stand and watch these cars. I mean, what is coming past now? This is Goodwood, and it's absolutely mental. As cool as Teslas are, I'm not going to lie, I think in the company of what they are around here and what the other car manufacturers are doing, I think Tesla are going to struggle. Their build quality is not on par with its competitors. It's not on par with the likes of Hyundai and the latest brands from Korea. So I think it is going to struggle. And I think the Tesla stand has been the quietest out of the whole lot. And it's only because of the company it's in. It's not because they're a bad car. I'm not here to slate Tesla, but yeah, genuinely, I think the competition at the moment is really hotting up in the electric car world. Now, I don't want that to come across like I'm bashing Tesla or anything, but the thing is with Tesla is they've led the way with the electric cars. They probably still are leading the way, if I'm being honest. Charging infrastructure is the best in the world, but what Tesla don't do is they don't make cars with personality, they don't have any flair, there's no excitement. And in the company of Goodwood, it really does show. You've got cars down here spitting flames out and then loads of Teslas, which essentially are about as interesting as a dishwasher. So I think unless Tesla change something, they bring out some sports cars maybe, I think, being honest, I think they're going to struggle because the competition is coming through and it's coming through strong from the likes of the Korean brands and Chinese brands, and you know, everyone is having a go at electric cars and they're making them more interesting. We've seen that today, and I think Tesla probably is not something I'd be putting shares in, put it that way. Now, all these stands are absolutely ginormous. They've put huge amounts of budgets into them. There's some staggeringly good cars. I'm probably walking past cars that I don't know what they are, and you lot are probably going to be like, how can you possibly walk past that absolutely historic car and not mention it? But there is just so much going on. It's an assault on the senses. It really is. But there is one little car company that I want to give a massive shout out to, the Pendleton Motor Company. Now, we found their little stand late on yesterday, and those cars are just beautiful. I'll put some footage on the screen of them now. They've upped their production to 12. It's a tiny little company, and the workmanship that goes into those things is just beautiful. So that's one of the highlights for me. The other was just the general vibe of the place. Hearing these cars in the background, just being out, looking at all the latest cars, being able to sit in some simulators, food, great food, really expensive but great food, and just a really, really nice environment. If you haven't done Goodwood, you need to make sure you have, because if you're a car fan, you are going to absolutely love it. And I don't think 2 days is enough, personally. We've had 2 days and it's really not enough. We've not got around everything. It's been one of the best car related days I've ever been to, and it's honestly, I don't think I can express how cool this place is. But I've had an amazing time. But I am going to end the video there because, you know, it's very difficult to vlog in Goodwood. There's so much going on, so much noise, so many people. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported the channel, watched all these videos and put up with all these shorts over the last few weeks, because it's all been very much Goodwood heavy. I'm now going to go and enjoy Goodwood one last time without filming. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already for plenty more videos like this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.